our day with a workout. I am starving. I think I'm gonna go get not the worst thing that I could eat right now, but the thing that I am kind of craving. Got a little fortune cookie. Thanks guys. I like being around you too. All right, I moved you guys back so the steering wheel wasn't in the middle of my face. Hi guys. Sorry for being a bad friend and not checking in more often. I've had so many false starts, as you guys know, but I haven't given up, and I appreciate those of you who haven't given up on me, because that is the only way we're gonna get through this. So we've had some breakfast. I don't usually have pho at 10 o'clock in the morning, but I just was really craving something like soup and warm in my belly, and I know that pho is preferable over ramen, at least my trainer says that. So I just went and grabbed that. I hadn't been to 87 in a long time. I used to go all the time, but I just don't go have pho usually as much anymore. I get a lot of questions about my fitness and what I eat and all those things, and last year I was definitely a little bit more focused on training or, you know, my diet and stuff like that. I use diet loosely. I never felt like I was overweight or that I needed to lose weight or anything like that. It was more of, I just felt like I could challenge myself to work out a little bit harder and tone up, and this is what I got. By the time the holidays kind of rolled around last year, like around Thanksgiving and stuff, I was really thrilled with where my body was. So I kind of just took the rest of the year off. I worked out a little bit here and there, but I did a little bit of traveling and I wanted to enjoy my travels. So now in this new year, I feel like it's more about finding what I want to do just as like my lifestyle in general. Because ultimately it's not like I'm working out for anything in particular other than myself. Like I'm not working out to, you know, look a certain way for a photo shoot or whatever. I just want to have a body I'm comfortable in and proud of, you know, year round. And so it's finding that balance of consistency with working out and then being okay with what I eat every day. Like, and I don't want to be strict on myself for the rest of my life. So I'm not working out as much as I was before. Last year, I would say I worked out 4 to maybe even 5 times a week. And I was doing training, like strength training with Angie, and I was doing Pilates at least like once a week. This year I've cut back on Pilates. I'm not doing Pilates right now. I want to go back to it eventually, but strength training has definitely been the thing that has made me see more results. I do notice that I'm not feeling as flexible, and I'm feeling like a little bit more stiff because I'm not doing the Pilates and I'm not stretching as much. So I know eventually I'm going to want to bring Pilates back into my kind of routine, or yoga or something like that. So that's enough about fitness. I'm heading back home now so that I can do a couple things. I also need to shower. I have an event later today. I have a meeting and then an event. I need to finish some last minute like little edits. I posted this Hourglass like lip swatch video on Instagram in my stories yesterday as part of my like ongoing partnership with them, which by the way, the colors are amazing. Like it makes me want to wear lip color again. I had so much fun making that video that I was just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna put it on IGTV. So I'm just gonna edit it and then post that on IGTV, finish getting ready, head out to, what is it, Santa Monica? So the other side of town in order to have my meeting.
Hi. Hi.
done. Gonna do my edit really quickly, answer some emails, and then hopefully I won't lose track of time.
When I was young, my mama said, there are things you can't explain.
This is how you know it was a good massage. Everything is just left on your face.
Now that I met you, seems to come true. I guess I'm crazy, crazy in love.
Okay, I'm about to open a tuna can.
From my head to my toes. Honey,
Did you hear it?
heaven only knows. But I see your face when my eyes are closed. I guess I'm crazy in love.
We're back in the car. I already stopped by Gleam to pick up a bunch of my mail. I am starting to feel very hungry, and I was gonna stop off and pick something up at a place that I really like, but then I realized that yesterday I did manage to meal prep some stuff. I've got some exciting things in the pipeline, so I am going to send some stuff off to my team just so that that can start percolating.
Yeah. What's the matter? What else happened? Wow.
So I'm just unpacking a couple things that I got from our place, which I'm so excited about. I think I first heard of them through an Instagram ad, and it just like popped up, and I was like, I could get into that. And then I saw, I think Whaley posted about it first, and then I saw a couple other people that I follow posted about them, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get in on that. So they were really kind, and they sent me a couple pieces. I got their infamous pan. Comes with a steaming basket, and the spatula has a little notch on it that matches, and then the pot has a little notch for it as well, so it can just rest like that. And then I also got these little short tumbler type glasses, and then I got some of these dinner plates. So I have here some couscous and some lentil curry, which doesn't look that appetizing, but it is quite delicious. Also craving a little something crunchy and sweet. So an apple is where I'm going for. I think I'm gonna order Postmates, and I have a conference call in like 3 minutes. Oh. Excuse me.
Oh. Hi. Hi.
You just wanna be close? Oh. Have you ever heard of a better love story? What do you want from Postmates? Okay guys, so I felt like this vlog needed a little bit of a touch base. You know, it's funny, I was looking back at some of my old videos recently, and I know a lot of us, when we look back at old photos or old videos, we, you know, cringe a little bit. I was cringing so hard. You know, when I first started, like, who knew that this could even be a career? I think a lot of people, similar to how people used to look at like people who just blogged, nobody ever really thought that this would be anything. And even to this day, I think a lot of people don't look at this as like a real career, which it absolutely can be. But like looking back at my old videos, like how exciting was that time? Like part of me is so proud of that time and like excited and happy. And the other part of me is like, oh wow, wait for the next couple years, because that's when you're gonna take a step back. I think one of the biggest things that we battle on a regular basis, regardless of age, is our own expectations. And that goes along with the expectations that we put on ourselves, or even the expectation we put on other people, or even the idea of the expectation that other people have of you, and all these things. And I very much battled with that, I think, when I started to pull away from YouTube. Looking back at it now, I feel like I got thrown into this very exciting time and really wanted to enjoy it, say yes to everything. And obviously that ended up in burnout. And nowadays we can talk about it and understand it a little bit more. And I'm not here to make excuses. I've learned, if anything, that I'm not here to apologize, because if anything, I'm here to learn and make mistakes. So, you know, I'm not going to diminish what the last couple of years have been for me, but they've been my own. I'm not necessarily proud of how maybe it's been perceived on the outside, because I've chosen to step back and to go through these things on my own without having to have criticism on it. Well, regardless, I might have had it, but I wanted to do it kind of on my own terms. You know, next week I'll be turning 36, and I think I've put a lot of expectation even on that number, because, you know, growing up, I've always expected that I would be at a certain place by that point. And it's a constant reminder that we are all on different paths. Sometimes the expectations we put on other people and on ourselves, or the way we behave because we think that others expect certain things of us and whatnot, I think can actually keep us from growth and keep us from other opportunities. And I think that pressure alone on that number, you know, that number expecting that certain things would be a certain way by that time, or I would accomplish certain things by that age or whatever, and then being disappointed in myself that it didn't happen or what have you, actually like held me back in a couple ways, or prevented me from growth opportunities, because I was so focused on getting things done by a certain age. I'm not gonna lie, a large part of me looks back at those videos and really wants to hide a lot of them, because there are things that are just in the past, and there are people that have come in and out of my life that are in those videos, and I feel like don't need to be in those videos anymore. I don't want to keep bringing it up. I feel like also there's a lot of that concept of, I miss when you used to do this, and I'm just not that person anymore. I think for a long time I've like tried to come back, trying to match the person that used to do this, and I'm just not. And that's probably my block with this. Again, I look back at that younger version of me, the one that you probably know from this channel, and I definitely feel like I can close that door. I think that that's what I started to try and do when I posted that one video talking about like, let's start over, because I just felt like I kept trying to meet that level of production or level of intimacy in a way on this channel, and I'm just not there yet. Maybe I'm not there anymore. You know, it's kind of funny timing, because next week I'll be turning 36, and I'm actually really excited. Like, I'm really happy to be where I am in my life. Like, I feel really confident in where I am and who I am and the person that I am embodying and who I'm looking forward to getting to know. Like, honestly, I'm kind of excited for 40. It's still scary, but I think, you know, having the clarity that I have now about, you know, that younger version of me, like, I can't wait to meet the version of me that's 40 or 45. I think a lot of people that ask me about like tips going in your 30s, like, I remember when I moved to LA, like, it was so scary to be approaching 30 and not being where I thought I would be at that age, but then also experiencing things that I never could have expected for myself. I think if anything, the universe is laughing at my own expectations, because it's proved me wrong on multiple occasions, whether it's been by exceeding it or by telling me that I'm not ready. And I think that that's what we have to really be open for. I think that that was my biggest lesson last year that I'm taking into this new year is, you know, surrendering a little bit to the universe, as cheesy as that might sound, and just trusting that I am on the right path regardless of what I choose to do. It kind of reminds me of this quote that I've posted before and I go back to every once in a while, but it says, if you obsess over whether you're making the right decision, you're basically assuming that the universe will reward you for one thing and punish you for another. The universe has no fixed agenda. Once you make a decision, it works around that decision. There's no right or wrong, only a series of possibilities that shift with each thought, feeling, and action that you experience. And that's kind of, I guess, how I'm approaching the future. I'm trying to, at least. I've rambled for a very long time. I don't know if any of it made sense. This is gonna be a joy to edit. But that is all I wanna talk about now. But thank you so much for watching this vlog. I will see you in the next one.